Hey loves, in today's video, you will be learning how to make your old wig look new just by revamping it. I will be showing you how to shampoo the wig, clean the lace, style, and reinstall this hair. So let's get right to it. I like to start off shampooing my hair with really hot water. So I'm going to go ahead and load up the sink with the water. We're going to add the shampoo to the water so that it really soaks into the hair and it gets every strand. As you can see, that is not dirt coming off of the wig, guys. That is the semi hair color dye that is being released from the hair as I shampoo. Go ahead and add some shampoo to the lace line. This is how I clean my lace, you guys. I'm gonna go in. Yes, that is my edge brush. I do have an edge brush. You can use a toothbrush if you had one, but you're gonna go in and you're just gonna scrub away and get everything nice and clean. And that also helps with the hot water. It kind of helps loosen everything. That's why I don't like to use cold water during this step, because I do want to loosen the glue. It's definitely going to help with that. Now I'm going to go in with this hair mask that I like to use from Design Essentials. Make sure that the hairs are very saturated, and then we are going to go ahead and do the bagging method. So I'm going to place the wig inside of a bag, and I like to put some hot water around it, and it's going to kind of use it as like a steam mechanism, so that it kind of like deeply penetrates as if you were like sitting under a hooded dryer with a cap on. After that, we're going to go ahead and rinse out the product, and we're going to get it ready to be styled. Now we're just going to go ahead and move our unit over to our styling head, and I'm going to go ahead and pin her down in 4 different places in the front. And then we're going to go ahead and detangle her and prep her with a few products. Here I'm going in with the Kenra color. This is good for color treated hair. It's also going to help with the pH balance of the hair, and it's also going to help in with a little bit of that heat protection that we're going to need when it comes to the styling process. We're going to go ahead and brush that through, making sure that the hair is fully saturated with that product since most of the hair is colored. Then we're going to go in with some Design Essentials Bamboo and Silk Leave-In Conditioner Spray to make sure that the hair is very moisture. Like I said, you want to go back in and make sure that you are moisturizing the heck out of your hair, especially if it's been color treated. I let the hair air dry overnight, and then this is the next day. I'm just going in and I'm just going to lightly blow dry any areas that I may feel is still maybe wet or damp, just to make sure that it is very well prepped and ready to go for our curling irons, because yes, we are curling this unit, y'all. I like to do a center part. Now this is where you can do what you want, girly. If you want that side swoop, do your side swoop. I use Luster's Renutrient Slick Stick. This is the wax stick that I put on right before I go and use the hot comb. Girl's gonna lay all those flyaways down. Make sure we get those hair very flat so it's not giving wig, it's giving scalp. Okay, we want to give scalp, so we're gonna try and get this unit as flat as possible. And this is why I like to use that head, y'all, so we can apply that heat and apply that pressure without doing it on our heads and potentially feeling that heat or burning ourselves. So now we're just going to go in and section off the hair. I like to work in sections as I learned in cosmetology school. It keeps everything neat and uniform. So then for the holding spray, we are going to be using Caviar Anti-Aging Working Hairspray. This is not something that I purchased. I actually received this as a gift, but I did want to use it for the style. It is a light to medium hold, so this was very good. It isn't like a Gots to Be Glue type crunch hold. You always want to use a light working spray when doing any type of curls, and then you will use your heavier sprays at the end once you fluff them out to kind of set the hairstyle. So just keep that in mind. I'm just showing you all how I do my barrel curls, just very simple, very straightforward with a curling iron. I like to spray, comb through, and then go in with my curling iron. As you can see, you keep those curls nice and tight, and I do like to pin mine so that they stay very nice and tight for the styling process later on. This is my front, so I like to go ahead and start off by doing small sections of using Got2b glue on my hairline and push everything back inside the cap. Make sure there's no flyaways before we get our hair ready to be glued down. So I went ahead and pulled the cap as far down as possible, and now I'm going to go ahead and cut in some ear openings here and just kind of wiggle that cap around the ear, making sure that our cap is nice and snug. Just be very slow and cautious with this technique. Take your time, make sure that you do not make your holes too big, otherwise you will rip your cap. Now I'm just going to go ahead and go around my hairline with the Got2b glue spray to seal on our cap so we can go ahead and cut off the excess. When I am done spraying this area, we're going to go in with the blow dryer. I do use it on setting cool, so it is not too hot. That's why I'm able to have it so close. So we're going to go ahead and just carefully remove the excess of the cap, getting as close to the hairline as possible, but just really take your time with this. So I am not moving this quickly, just take your time with this step. And any pieces that you kind of see by the ear that kind of lift up, we are going to fix that. Just add a little bit more Got2b glue spray. So I don't fully cut off my piece. I kind of feel like this helps with keeping the cap on. Just gonna go ahead and trim off a little bit of the extra, getting it as close to the hairline as possible. Removing it off the skin and getting it as close to those baby hairs. Again, moving very slowly. And then to seal off those little lifted areas, we're going to go in with the Got2b glue spray and flatten everything down with a comb and cool air. Now everything is nice and sealed and ready to get ready for the glue. So we're going to use Ebon Wonder Lace Wig Glue. And I do the 2-dot method, 1 dot on the skin, 1 dot on the cap, and I just go around on both sides of the head with this method. And then we're going to take our comb and just make sure that we spread it out very nice and thin around our hairline. It does dry very quickly, so even though this part is sped up, I do move very quickly when applying, so because it does become tacky if you don't. And then now we're going to do our second layer, and we're going to repeat the steps. And because I live in hot Houston, I'm going to go ahead and do a third layer of the glue. Depending on the climate that you are in, you don't have to do 3 layers. I choose to just for the extra adhesion because it is super hot. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and apply the wig now. I like to go ahead and get it centered first, making sure that I have my part dead smack in the center, and then I'll go ahead and apply it to one side at a time. So take your time with this as well. Make sure that the glue and the lace is lined up, and then once you're done with that, you're going to go in with your comb and kind of just press on the lace and make sure that it melts in to that glue before we go ahead and apply our band. Why am I orange? Anywho, sitting up here in orange light is just crazy. Now we're gonna go ahead and apply our lace band. You can go ahead and also get these on Amazon. Mine actually, if you purchase a lot of wigs these days, they typically come with them. So you can go ahead and use that. Now we're gonna go in and use our melting spray. This is the Avon Wonder Lace melting spray, and I don't like to use too much, so I like to go ahead and apply it to my finger and just pat it onto the lace. That way you don't get it too saturated and it'll loosen the glue. And we're gonna go ahead and set it. And while that is drying, I like to go ahead and take out my curls, take out the pins, and then we're gonna go ahead and style the hair as the front lace go ahead and melt. So I'm just gonna touch up a couple of areas here with the hot comb, making sure now we are molding it to my head shape. So now we're gonna go in with Design Essentials, the agave and lavender. This is the heat serum. It's very moisturizing and oily at the same time, so just be careful with the amount. Again, my hair is colored and very dry, so she needs the moisture. So for the touch-ups, I wanted to go ahead and apply that, and now I'm just gonna recurl those curls to form and fit my face. I wasn't feeling the side, so there's nothing wrong with a couple of correction curls, making sure everything go in the direction that we need it to be so that it's looking the best. She's starting to give and I'm starting to feel her. Now we're gonna finish and go ahead and do the baby hair. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray a little of my Got2b glue onto my brush and not directly on the hair. I like to do it this way so that my forehead isn't sticky, and it applies just the right amount for the hair. Now we're just gonna finish off the look by going to conceal our scalp line, brighten it up, make sure everything looks nice and neat. And voila, ladies, let's take a look. Please let me know what you think of this look, y'all. You see it. Revive that wig from old and dusty and crusty to this new revamped look. It's giving.
You got it, shorty. Ooh, that's nice. Get your motherfucker in my dog in your womb.
Please, ladies, try it at home and let me know if you like these styles, tips, and tricks. And if you like these types of videos, please let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.